Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy, where today I'm going to be providing an editorial comment in the case styled as State of Idaho versus Brian C. Kohberger. I'm not accusing anyone of any wrongdoing. I am merely giving my opinion under the United States Constitution, First Amendment as contained in the Bill of Rights, regarding something that I noted about a week ago. For the past year and a half, many people, including myself and including in this continuing series, have referred to the document that Detective Brett Payne of the Moscow Police Department signed on the 29th of December 2022 as the Affidavit of Probable Cause that asked for Mr. Kohberger's arrest warrant. And about a week ago, I was looking at that document and I noted that it appeared to be very, very different from an affidavit that Bill Thompson, the prosecutor in this case, signed on February 8th, 2023, in support of something entirely different. By way of example, Mr. Payne's document does not have in the upper left-hand corner the notation State of Idaho, County of Latahs. Mr. Thompson's affidavit does. It doesn't say it's sworn to at the very beginning, that Mr. Payne is coming forward as Mr. Thompson's affidavit does. And it doesn't say at the end that a notary public administered any type of an oath or certified that Mr. Payne was who he stated he was, affixed her name or his name at the bottom under a seal, the notary seal that's issued by the state of Idaho, as Mr. Thompson's affidavit contains. There is a notary seal and a statement at the very end notarizing that document. So the question then becomes, number one, is the document that Mr. Payne signed that we're all calling an affidavit in actuality a real affidavit, or is it something else under the law? Is it a declaration? Is it a statement? Is it a sworn statement? What is it? The second question is, if it is not an affidavit of probable cause, but is a statement of probable cause, is a declaration of probable cause, is something else under Idaho law, was it sufficient to be attached to the criminal complaint where Mr. Thompson certainly refers to it as an affidavit of Brett Payne, line 1 of the criminal complaint that Mr. Thompson filed on December 29th, 2022, where he is charging, he's swearing out and he's complaining that Brian Kohberger committed the crimes that complaint states he allegedly committed, and asked, as Detective Payne did, for the issuance of an arrest warrant. And then finally, on the 29th of December 2022, as the docket shows us, Judge Marshall entered an order of probable cause and directed that a warrant be issued for Mr. Kohberger's arrest, and she signed a warrant for his arrest that same day. Again, these are my editorial comments. I am not making any legal opinions here. I'm not rendering any legal conclusions. I'm just basing my opinions as a citizen, as a podcaster, based on the documents that I'm reviewing. And you can review them as well. I have provided links, as I always do, to the docket in every podcast in the description to this podcast. But I'm also providing links to what Mr. Payne signed on the 29th of December, 2022, to the complaint describing it as an affidavit, December 29th, 2022, and then Mr. Thompson's affidavit of February 8th, 2023. These are my comments. This is my editorial. I thank you for joining us today here at the Indie Zone.